Hello, and thank you for joining us an hour early.
Hello.
Karen and Tim from Stamping on the Back Porch, and we are continuing. This is part 4. Can you believe it? Of Tim sharing Get Well cards. Just look at this. We are just overwhelmed at just the feeling of this. It's been so wonderful.
I think it's part 5.
It is part 5. It's labeled part 4 because I never did do a part
Okay.
1. So the numbers are off. I don't know if I should go back and change it. I probably should go back and change them all.
But it's a lot.
But that's okay. We're confused and people know we're confused. So it's okay. And so we are an hour early because of a doctor's appointment. So thank you for those of us joining us or watching us. I am taking this week off from, I'm not sharing cards today since he has so many cards to share, but I am just going to show you what I am going to put up this afternoon, and this will go up, and this is going to be an idea for a weekly challenge, but our weekly challenge is really going to continue with just general thinking of you cards, I think. And for the life of me, names go out the window. I was trying to find the card that inspired this. I hadn't made this card in years, and Tim got one. And I don't have time. If you're on this call or you remember, I'm going to have to look it up and say it. But we got a card that used this tissue box idea. And I thought, I haven't done that in years. And people are saying, how do you do that? So this is the card. I'm going to just put up a short little 5-minute video on how to make this. Isn't that fun? So you guys know the card that I'm talking about. And if anyone can think of the name, I would totally appreciate that. This is such a cute little fold and it's easy. So let's make a bunch of these this week. That'll be fun because it's so easy.
And it's 3D.
Yeah, and it's a little pop-up card. So how cool is that? And it's using the new cup of tea set, which I just absolutely love. I just think that is fun. And we were just commenting on how many humorous cards that we were getting to in Old Spouse. So how fun. So many ideas to share. We absolutely love it. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here. Lunchtime special, Diane. That is awesome. I love it. And you know, today is free shipping with a $75 order. And you are welcome to call me. I will just call you back. If we're not home, I'll be at home most of the day. So please call me if you want help. And the host code is 43XWKYQU. But that's pretty awesome. A good time to stock up on basics. And then this weekend, I'm going to see a bunch of you in class. So that will be fun too. Okay. Anything else you want to say?
Well, just that we go to the surgeon this afternoon.
Yeah. And just make sure things are
we'll
okay.
See what
and
the next step is.
That, that things are fine. Hopefully without surgery. So we will just see. Okay. So we will go ahead. Joanne Rinker from New York. And I'm keeping track of all the states, which has been really fun. Oh, how fun is that? Yes. Love the sailing, the lighthouse. And the Get Well Soon is in the cloud, which totally fits the card.
What do they call those, regattas or those sailboat races?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Something like that. That means something. I don't know if those are races or just shows or whatever they are. But yeah, I love that. Love the colors and popped out. That is wonderful. Thank you. Lovely card. Isn't it fun to just look at designs and all that? Okay. Nancy Herbal from Texas. There's one for you, Tim.
Is that my necktie or my nose?
I'd say nose.
That's
because that's your mouth.
My frowning mouth.
Yeah.
Oh,
that is funny. Yeah, that'd be a nose. But yeah, Tim loves colorful necktie. That is hilarious.
That is very cute.
And this would be a flower petal for the nose. Isn't that great? And then the rest that is a fun card. We love that. Love the humor here. That's all great. And then we have Sandy Richmond from Ohio.
Can I just say that everything is bigger in Texas? So
yes, your nose would be bigger. No,
yeah.
I love it. That's perfect. Sandy Richmond from Ohio. Oh, teddy bear. Love this. This is an older paper pumpkin. I haven't seen this in ages. How cute is that? One of the things I think is really fun about paper pumpkin is you can go ahead and have cards made up and ready when you need them. Is that adorable?
That is.
You get a lot of teddy bear cards because people really know that you like teddy bears. So that is really cool. Love that.
And a note that we'll read later.
Yeah. And then we have Joan Horner from Indiana. Get Well Soon. It says to pull. I'll let you pull. Oh, look at the fun little card there. You want to pull it? Have you looked at this? Did you?
Nope.
Oh. To see. Oh, a little flip card. That is awesome. Wishing you all the best with your recovery. That is an adorable card. Love that. That is fabulous. And she did also notice the trees in the background. It's like a watermark stamp. And then when you put your words over it, That is a great card. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. Gina St. Tim's gotten a lot of silly and funny cards. I think that's really fun. Sandy Stank, Swanky from Iowa. Oh, and pick up and the personal touch cards, like, anything to do with trucks, farming cards. It's always kind of fun. These masculine cards. Love that. Heard you need a little pickup. That is adorable.
I would like a little pickup.
That is adorable.
That'd be fun. Having grown up on a farm.
I know that brings back all kinds of memories. And it's also nostalgia when you think about all the background things, the farming things, all, just all the fun things, it's just
and
fun.
Sandy S is an alliteration.
Oh, yes.
Like Tim too.
Sally Thalman, like Florida. Tim always notices those too. Oh, here's our turtle.
Yep.
Oh, and I can see look how she's used this bee to hold the card flat. Isn't that fun?
It's wonderful.
So closes like this, and instead of just being loose, which you can also do, Joe says she used that to be a little tuck in.
I like that.
So it holds it. Isn't that clever? Love that. I love that. Let's see. I missed that. Things go through so fast. So, oh yes, I'm keeping track. Fun fold cards always go in a separate folder whenever we're ready to put them away, because they're always just a reminder. I so much prefer looking at real cards than I do trying to find other things. And this popular turtle, Mary Kalinski from Pennsylvania. Oh, and then this is similar but different to another card we got like that. That is so cute. I love that. Look at the greens and the coloring. And I'm going to point out her watercoloring here, or, it's probably blends. But do you see how she's left white spaces? Sometimes I like to point that out because I never remember to do that. And I know they say that that's really artistic to do that. And she really did a good job of that. Just notice that. So it's like all that shading in the white. So just fun to point out little things. So it's just pretty fun. And Mary Kalinski from Pennsylvania. Oh, for me. I'm going to order one. I'm going to do this one too.
Yes.
And a nice card for me. That is really, really wonderful.
Note.
And a really nice note.
It starts with the word Tim.
She said she's sending Tim a card. Yes. And she's saying she found our YouTube channel during the pandemic. And I thought, and just looking at the community we created, that is an awesome thought. I really appreciate that. And look at how she's used strips. We have the narrow ones here and the wider one. I just love strip cards because it's partly because it seems like, don't you feel like you end up with a lot of strips left over on things? And so I just love ideas how you can put them to use. That's a great idea.
Now, are these the opposite sides of one piece of paper?
They could be, or they could be different, but they're from the same coordinating paper pack.
Yep.
So you can just kind of mix and match all that. What a fun layout. That is awesome.
Thank you, Mary.
Sue is agreeing about that depth with the shading that is hard to remember to do. So I think, and Rhonda Del Buono from Missouri. Oh, love it. That is so wonderful. What a great card. And I just love, this is just one of my favorite little quick folds. Isn't that just great? And it gives you that smaller space to write on and just that difference in look on things. That is fabulous. Thank you. Then we have Rachel Acree from New York. Turtle. Oh, this is I'd like to be there right now kind of card. Look at that, on the beach, the turtle, the sunshine, the bucket, all the things in there. That is wonderful.
The anchor.
Yep. That, yes. Great card. That's just really cute and all sponged. Thank you.
Do you think that's a lake in Minnesota, or do you think that's Florida, or?
Right now, I would say it's Florida. I don't think our lakes are quite feeling that inviting here. So that's awesome. Dusty Splat from Minnesota. Let's face it. Wait, no spring chickens. It's exhausting being this fabulous. Oh, that is hilarious. How funny is that?
Look at the layers.
Yep. See that? So it's like a tunnel card. So it goes in.
So how do they do
see, you do it right there.
That is very
That is really very fun. Thank you, Dusty. That is another hilarious card.
I think you need to look closer. Because that's you and this is me.
Oh, okay.
Look at the curlers in her hair.
Yeah, right. That would be the day.
Sharon puts curlers in her hair every day.
More like you with a beret on your hair.
Yeah,
That's all. That is awesome.
It's exhausting me fabulous. Thank you.
And then we have Stephanie from Alabama. I don't see a last name, but this is really another adorable fold. Hope things get better soon. We've got that turtle. And notice the coloring's different. And this is really fun. It's not your typical green. It's kind of this lighter, it's going with the paper. So I always say when you pick colors, you start with your paper. But how cool is this? It opens like this and opens like this.
Ooh,
And look at the little turtle in there. That is so cool. And this holds there, so it flaps like that.
Go back to the inside.
Fabulous card.
Go back to the inside.
Oh,
How did she do that? Is that
would be a die cut.
a die cut?
See?
Okay.
And then just layered. Isn't that cute? And then she grounded it on a little sand. That's adorable.
Mhm.
Our address, I will put again in the show notes because I think it's all over everywhere, but I'll put it, probably makes more sense than to try to say it out loud to see it printed. But that would be wonderful. And thank you for asking. Maybe we'll just go on for a year doing, no, we'll get back to regular program. We'll still add some extra times in doing these just because we aren't going to get through all these. And this is Amy Stutz, is it? Amy Stutz. I'm going to guess from Ohio. Love the circles. Look at the whole pattern here. We have circles in the stamps and then circles in the words.
Mhm.
Very, very nice. And I love the colors too. It's really a very fun layout.
Be joyous always.
Yes.
And those circles are all so different.
Yep. They're all different. So very fun. Pat Schaefer from Virginia. Oh, and another. Okay. This paper is so, this goes back a while. I guess I love this paper. Anything old becomes fresh again. So always go back and look into, your stacks. But I love this. And this is how we've talked again about just doing a small piece of pattern paper, add some layering, your words, and you have a classy looking card. So simple.
I don't even remember that paper.
I know. That was before you were really very involved.
Okay.
So, and you've been involved now maybe 3 years, would you guess? I don't even know, but before, yes. So I don't know who remembers, but I thought, isn't it fun? I love seeing things from the past. So then we have Joan Talent from
Jacksonville, Arkansas.
Arkansas. All right. Oh, this is really fun too. And so she has cut out this big stamp, get well soon, and just layered it in a fun way.
I'm not very good at reading, so I thought that was get well soup.
Well, they would work.
It
It was
would.
because you're going by the
Yeah.
hints of the
Yes.
picture. But chicken soup helps you get
Yeah.
well soon.
It
And you
does.
have had some of that. So I said,
I love that paper. I mean, that
ribbon. And it's kind of fun how they're all cattywampus.
I know, they
She's
are.
just made the different things there. So it's just really fun.
And let's count the hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, 3 are in the stamp. And then
Well,
the heart
yes.
added. So yes, pretty fun. Devonna Cox from Kentucky. Oh, great card for you. Here we've got the coffee cups. Hope this perks you up all around. I really look how this is all around the outside edge. And then her words are in the middle.
Speaking of perk,
Mhm.
you guys remember percolators? They used
Yeah.
to be the name
Do
of
they
a
not-
coffee maker.
Do they not have those anymore?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not
Does
very
anyone know?
Percolators.
Okay. Oh, the address box is already up. Oh, okay. So if you're watching from YouTube, it's up. I might need to add it from Facebook. Oh, look at that.
Peppermint tea.
Oh, fun. Tim is a tea drinker too. So just to know that,
know.
not as much as I am.
No.
He doesn't drink it all day long, but he does drink tea. So that's
I
really
do.
a fun. Michelle Schroeder from Wisconsin. Oh, another Band-Aid card. Okay, guys, we've had so much fun with the Band-Aid card. Look at this one.
That is
Made
nice,
into a person.
That is a nice Band-Aid too.
And look what she's added. That is hilarious.
And
And you got the hair.
my hair.
I know. Look at that. Oh, that is another great idea. Oh, how fun. And then look at a little tiny one inside. Oh, what a fun idea. This reminds me of, the thumb art. Did you ever do that like with kids? It's
Mhm.
kind of like that. Oh, kids would just love doing that kind of thing. I think that's just really a fun idea. Christina Erickson from Minnesota. And this is gorgeous. And this is not, do you notice how this looks like it could be the book binding where this is down and that is open? And it's
isn't?
not. It opens this way, but it has that same
Oh my
layout. So
goodness, yeah.
it's really a good point to how you can use any layout for anything, because I really like that to do the strip.
And fool your person.
Well, and anytime that you have paper or stamps that kind of fit a square image better, this is just a great way to add something on the side to balance it, or this way on the bottom to balance it out. So it's just kind of fun to see that. That's really lovely in creating that pretty scene. Very nice. Andrew still has your grandma and grandpa's percolator. They got 1946 for their wedding. Still works.
Wow.
Oh, how fun. Did we ever have one? I'm just trying to.
My mother did. I don't know if we did.
That is interesting. Sandy DeBreaker from New York. We have a bunch of New York people. Oh, and this is that is so fun. Love the dragonfly in this paper with looks like that bokeh technique. But I think it's just in the paper. But isn't that pretty? We have all the circles and they look very dimensional.
One thing that's just about missing, tiny bubbles.
Oh, you could
Lawrence
pencil
Welk.
some. Oh, yeah. That reminds you. Isn't it funny how you see things and it reminds you of other memories? Who else watched Lawrence Welk? Growing up, that was a big deal. And then next, Lucinda Schaefer from Michigan. Oh, and pretty butterflies. Look how, again, how simple that is. How pretty is this?
That is.
Get pretty background paper, add your butterflies, and you're done. And it's a gorgeous card. Yeah, and just a reminder, I see some comments in there. There's no project other than what I showed you earlier. I'm going to put that video up right after this or sometime this afternoon. So that will all go up, and watch for that.
And that background is just the perfect paper for it.
Yes. But otherwise, we're taking this week a little easier, trying to catch up on things. And it's medical week around here between Tim and Mom and everything. So Denise Waddell. Oh, this is pretty fun. She is oh, how fun to hear from her. How fun. And she just sent this with the boots. How fun is that?
You said
Little
she's
hello
your
card.
upline? Or?
Yeah, she's an up line. And I thought, oh, that's fun. Thank you, Denise. Isn't
Thank
that
you,
fun?
Denise.
And I love the colors. Look at what interesting way. And you see her boots? You get boots like that are all flowered and done with papers. Isn't that a cool idea with the rain boots? And that is such a fabulous set. That is a really popular one. When I'm talking about the free shipping today, just keep in mind anything in the January to June catalog is still available. If there's things in there that you're wanting, they will end in June, but they're another good thing to look at, which is really
Denise
fun.
is from California.
And then we have Sharon Brown from Colorado. Oh, another just earth tones looking card, that bit of green. I love this. It's like all browns and then that touch of green.
Yep.
That is beautiful. And I love the layout.
Isn't that green too?
That's brown, but it's kind of a greenish brown. It's the soft suede. Yep.
That's my colorblind brown.
But it kind of goes with the greens because it kind of has that greenish tone. Yeah. It's not like a background, but I love her little strip there, the circles, and then the leaves coming out. A really lovely layout. That is wonderful. Susan said she just watched Lawrence Welk last week. Wow. Yeah, all those retro programs that are on now. Isn't that just kind of hilarious? I just thought, we didn't even have a TV till I was like in 6th grade, but I do remember after that watching Lawrence Welk. Donna Thrush from Pennsylvania. Oh, is this cute? Look at that. Just looking in on you. What a perfect saying.
And hoping
how fun, and hoping you're better soon. Oh, that is a great. Oh, and okay.
From the herd.
From the herd. You remember that stamp set? Look at that. She took this, stamped it again, and cut out some of the pieces. So all those are in there. Oh, that is hilarious. I had not seen that done. That is such a fun idea. Oh, that is a great card.
Thank you, Donna.
And from Mary Fogarty from Florida. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. This is, the stamp set that we had some input in is retiring. So this last month, it's available. And I had sold card kits with it. If you're interested, let me know, because I still think I have like 2 left from cutting the cards for all the pieces. And so we sent card kits and with cards to make, like 5 cards, and then we autographed the thing. And this was one of the cards in it. And it is so fun to see it.
Bookmark.
We did the bookmark, but she changed up the book. She changed up things. But it's this kind of a layout. Isn't this a great layout for a card? But I love the things she changed. She added books in here. I had a bunch of books here, and she did the It's All Good, which is, of course, that's in that stamp set because I say it all the time. Isn't that awesome?
It is.
Yes. And reading And the light there. Oh, perfect. Oh, what a fun memory card. That is just so awesome. Oh, love it. So just let me know if you have questions about that. But that is so fun to see that because I have basically forgotten about that. So, Elizabeth Fisher from Pennsylvania. Oh, another gorgeous card with sailboats. And a lot of people know that we used to do a lot of sailing. That is just really pretty. Love how she's got the beach, the water, got the 2 sailboats, the birds. Just a beautiful card.
Very nice.
And she put the words right across the beach stamp at the end. Tim's sister Mary is on here asking Tim, how old were you guys when you got a TV? Do you remember? And anyone else on here?
I would say that I was in probably about
Another
4th
Texas.
grade.
Okay, so about the same time that we got one. So that's fine. Other people will chime in here. And, some of you young folk are going to say, what? You didn't have a TV? You can't imagine life without it.
And
I remember I had an aunt who had a color TV. And on the Rose Bowl parade days, we would go over and watch. I don't think we had color TV. I don't remember having color TV at all. But for something special like that, we would go over to her house and watch the color TV. It was really fun. Okay. Somebody was just saying how fun it is to see that cards, can just make you smile and laugh. And I thought, isn't that true? I think that's so fun. And we have the famous turtle again. Oh,
one thing before we go on.
Yeah.
Karen grew up in town. I grew up in River Valley on a farm. And Mary and we only had like rabbit ears or whatever. And we only got a TV station from Mankato. And it was a CBS affiliate. I never did get to see Lawrence Welk because that was on a different network and town people did.
Did you have the big console thing or did you have just a square TV? We had the big console, the great big piece of furniture in the living room.
I don't think our first one was that big.
Oh, interesting. That's really interesting, isn't it? Okay. Oh, and look, here's a whole different, this is just adorable. So Linda Holcamp from Texas.
And Tyler, Texas.
And I love how she's colored this in too. That's what I was just trying to look at to think, because it's just, anyway, that's so cute. And look, she's got the green and the yellow, just totally going with the papers and just great layout again. That is just so fun. Juanita said they had a green screen TV when she was young. What is a green screen TV? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know.
Oh, hilarious. Because Vay said they had a TV that had a colored piece that went over the screen with shades. So it looked like colored TV. Wow. That must be what you mean about a green screen. I have never even heard of that. That is hilarious. Joanna was 16. She got a TV. So see, you guys, we have a lot of, isn't it fun to go down memory lane? Jessica Napolitano, a lot of syllables in that name, from Florida, this is a Florida card, and said, I love this paper, and look at those sea turtles. And look at the little tiny one there. That is just adorable. Oh, such a sweet card. And I love her inside too. And look at this, her card is white. So usually then you just white on the right. I love how she wrote on the green. So it's an accent piece. Ooh, and she's got gorgeous handwriting too. I just have to throw that in there.
You write on the right. I think you write on the white.
Lynn Peck from Arizona. And that is so great. Yes. And we know, Lynn, that is just so fun to have you there. And look at the rainbows. And this heart paper is the retiring host, one of the host things in the catalog that's retiring. Isn't that, I love this heart paper on it. And look how she's done the rainbows to match the hearts. So really a fun pick up on that. And then in there, we love that. Thank you so much, Lynn. Jamie Anderson from Michigan. Oh, here is our favorite New Horizons paper. It's the other thing we've been talking about just a lot. And she did a little thing down there. And I also want to point out, this is really interesting. So she did the small square. We talked about that, added the birds, and look, she just hand cut some like beach part there, shaded that and added that. And I love how this is on paper. It's the same paper as that, but it's like rustic looking. It's got that shaded thing. So instead of like, I typically will think of doing my words on white and then maybe layering it on that. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Yep. And I love how she has this background that has that wood grain kind of paper look. And then she is stamped right on that. Looks very rustic.
And it really pulls.
Yeah, it goes with that. Yeah.
The bottom half all together.
Well, and because it's the same thing that she had in the back of that paper.
Yep.
So it just does tie that in. What a fun idea. Oh, you guys, I don't know how I missed ever hearing about that green screen bit. That is hilarious. Terry Bate. I have to look that up. This is Terry Bate from Ohio. I had never heard of such a thing. Oh, yes. Peggy said they had a TV and record player in one. I think ours did that too. Yes, the big console, and it was kind of the
Our son has that now.
Yes, he's very much into a retro house. Their house looks it's like stepping back in time onto a movie set. It's very vintage, like 60s. It's very fun. Now, how cool is this? This is beautiful. Love how she did the inside. And once again, I just love, do you see how she could have cut this, had these down like those flip cards were showing? This is done the same way without doing that. I love how you take one idea, you do anything you want with it. That is a beautiful card. And I love how she sponged behind here. It just kind of adds to that before we lift it up part right there. That is gorgeous. Linda Johnson from Florida. Oh, and another, I was calling it Mouse House, and somebody told me that it was really House Mouse. I don't know what those stamps are called, so whatever it was. But, you recognize them. Look at that.
Oh, was that a part of our?
No,
Oh, okay.
It's from a company that, and someone could tell me, do they only do I just have always known that they're Mouse House or House Mouse stamps. That is adorable with the bandages. Look at that.
Diverticulitis is all about the gut.
Yeah, she's just healing it right up. That is hilarious.
A Band-Aid. And she has 15 round Band-Aids.
That is really funny. That is great. Bonnie Menina from California. Oh, and another and she's got confetti. And you didn't pull it out the way that would show it. So look at that. Okay, we do it now. Have a little confetti here. How fun is that? And this is like reverse stamping. Do you see how she's got the red here with the white on it and the white here with the red on it? Isn't that a cool technique? That's another one. I think that's right. LeVar says those kind of mice are the only mice she tolerates. I agree. Those are cute. They're adorable. Not in real life, though. But this is really a really fun technique. So see, then that has to go in my technique list. I said, that's just so fun. Then we have Pam Marquis from Montana. Tim's even going to put it back away again. Look at that. The turtle again. If I feel ambitious, I'm going to count how many Band-Aid cards Tim got, how many sailboat cards. Oh, that would be fun, wouldn't it? How many turtle cards or from that stamp set cards. But how fun is that? I might do that because it just kind of, and when Tim watches the TV at night, I can count cards, right? See, that's good for me. How cool is that? And she did. I love this way of doing bows. When we did the 20 ways to tie a ribbon, this is one of the ways, but one of the things that this always reminds me of is this is what we did for our son's wedding invitations. And for a few years there, I think every wedding invitation that we ever saw that was handmade always had this. So how many of you have done this before? Where you do it, flip it up and bring out the sides. And you know what? Every technique stays as good as it always has been. So it's so fun to be reminded because I think we move on and forget things. But I love that. And do you see it's another ribbon that just lays nice and flat? Do you remember when we did that and we all got together? Yeah.
It was 20 years ago.
Yeah, this is true. Betty Clark from Oregon. But I just love being reminded of things. It's kind of like, and how pretty is that? Oh, that's so fun. This is just stunning, stunning paper. This is another one that's going out. And I love how this is another paper from that pack. Love the love and paper hugs.
That's nice. I like
that is awesome.
No, that is our paper.
Yep. Man. And this is a backside of one of these kinds of papers. They all go together.
Is that recent or?
Yeah, it's current right now, but this is the last month. Unless it's sold out. I don't look at things. It's only available this month. But it's very,
very pretty elegant.
It's very elegant, and it's works for masculine, works for any kind of a feel, so it's really lovely. And I just love how simply she's attached that. So that is wonderful. Oh, Twyla, I am laughing at her comment. She had a great aunt that did that with her TV. They must have covered it with something. It says all of her furniture was covered in clear plastic. I remember knowing people that did that. That is so, so funny. That is just, how funny to think of that. So I don't know what the original comment was, but that was really hilarious. This is Judy Harmon from South Carolina. They say when people are not feeling well, you're supposed to fix them bowls of chicken noodle soup. I'm sorry. I tried to make some for you, but I couldn't get that silly chicken to lay a single noodle.
That's funny.
I just love that exhausted look right there. So that is pretty funny. And a fun letter to read later. That is so fun. Rebecca said she made a ribbon like that for her son's wedding. Oh, see, isn't that? Oh, I think that's so fun.
And when you think about it, chicken noodle soup. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's logical.
I used to, I used to meet with people that wanted to make wedding invitations, and then they'd buy the stuff, and then I'd just tell them to get all their girlfriends together and make that. And that was just kind of a real common thing to do. So I think it's just so fun. I still love it. See, got to do that again. Oh, look. Okay, speaking of vintage, here we are now with the vintage record player. It just fits. And of course, the books.
Yes.
Okay, that is a perfect. Did I say who this was? Jane Ply from California. What a perfect picture for you. I mean, that is just a perfect little.
Are those called gramophones?
I think so. Has anyone ever had one of those? I think, but just look at that with the turn. I mean, that would be even older, but you see them in museums, but somebody here might have had grandparents that had something like that. I think, how cool is that?
Nice letter inside.
Yes. And then we have Kay Young from Georgia. Oh, this is really pretty. I love that bird up on the stump.
That is my farm.
With all the, yes. Praying for, yes, it is. That's a lovely stamp.
It is.
That is really, really pretty. And I love how she just has that colored in. And I want to point something out here. You know, when you do a stamp, you can use your blends and draw right alongside. Do you see how it makes it a little thicker? And it makes it look watercolory, which isn't supposed to be perfect. It just gives that really nice kind of watercolor effect to it.
That's why I like watercolor.
Yes. Okay.
Doesn't need to be perfect.
Yes. I agree.
We're getting down to the
It's also
end.
why I like doing lighter colors, like even with Stampin' markers. If I'm using the actual markers, I only like doing the subtles because I can't stay in the lines, and then it still looks okay. But you get the dark colors, and I can't. I use those for other things, but not for coloring images.
Lauricella from Vermont.
Yes, and this is Anna Mary. I was trying to think if you were saying Anna Mary from Vermont. How pretty is that? I love the soft colors on this and the stamp. And all the like soft greens and browns.
That's what kind of a style is that?
I don't know. It's a very vintage. So it's a very older
like
looking style. It's very pretty.
Praying for you. Nice sentiment.
Very nice. Tammy Gibbons from Washington. Oh, check out her paper. Oh, I really do need to. Since I love looking at cards over and over and over, it's just kind of fun to resort them. Look at that paper again. And this time she's made it a little bigger and put the words popped up right here at the bottom. And the only stamp she's added is the birds. And then the vellum. I love this vellum paper. And I believe this is continuing over to the new catalog, but doesn't that make a nice light background? That is gorgeous. Stunning card. Thank you so much. We have Diane Rivers from Washington. Oh, a little something to brighten your day.
Very
bright and fun. Love that. And I don't know if this is, I don't know all my paper pumpkins or if it's something there, but this kind of a thing looks like that. But I just love this array, and I love the bright colors. That is just really fun, really fun. That is gorgeous. But you guys always tell me all that, so it's all good.
And a little sun on the inside.
Yes. Love that.
Some of these came with extra pieces of paper to kind of block these, and so I just put them aside, so I don't know which ones, but those are pretty big bling. So
yeah, but they're not too high. So if you're ever in doubt, like a piece of paper over this, you won't pay extra postage. But this might go through just fine too. Sometimes it depends on who waits on you.
Yes.
And I think that is very very interesting. Oh, this is fun. This is Munch Woods from Montana. One of those stand-up box cards that we've seen. How cool is this? So it stands like this. Oh, I love it. She's got the words here too. Thinking of you, hang in there. And it pops like this. So it looks like this on the side. Isn't that cool? And it folds flat to go with your envelope. So we absolutely love that.
Very nice.
It's beautiful. And Sandy Scott from Tennessee.
The last one.
Sending a little laughter. It's the best medicine. It is, isn't it? The nice nurses on vacation get well soon. Hope you'll soon be fully recovered. That is hilarious. We love it. We love all the funny cards. We love everything, the thoughtful cards, the serious cards. It's all wonderful. And we really appreciate you guys. So remember, I am available if you have free shipping. We're leaving now just for an appointment for Tim, but then I'll be back. I'm happy to return calls. Let me know if you need help with the free shipping today. If you have any other questions, we'll see some of you in class. And I'm hoping I have time to just get up the other video. Otherwise, it'll be later today. It's just a 5-minute video. I think it's ready to go up of this card, because this is going to be kind of what we're working on, some fun little cards like that. So thanks for spending this time with us. We love you.
Yep, we do. Thank you.
Next week, we'll be back. Next Thursday, we'll be back to project sharing. I mean, but
Normal.
thanks for supporting us during this period of time.
Yes, thank you.